27th of Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is one that resonates really closely with our hearts at Technical Connection. That is sharpen the saw. Basically, keep learning, not keep dancing, keep learning. And it's getting more and more difficult, isn't it, to put the time aside to do that learning, because we all have very, very busy lives. There are more things to do in relation to our clients, more things to do to just comply and do the paperwork. So where do you find the time to put aside to learn new stuff, to keep up to date, to sharpen the saw? Well, it's really easy to not do it. Harking back to an earlier habit that we talked about, it's really easy to concentrate only on the urgent stuff and not stuff that doesn't appear to be urgent, but nevertheless is important. And I think sharpening the saw falls very much into that category. You can only do it with discipline and sustained self-discipline by putting aside the time on a daily basis, even if it's only half an hour every day, to learn something new or to remind yourself of something that you've forgotten, if you can remember that you've forgotten it, that is, of course. So putting the time aside, really, really important. I recognize how hard it is. You can only do it by establishing the habit of doing it, basically putting the time aside to learn. We try our best at Technical Connection to help you with that by serving the stuff up that you might find interesting, that hopefully is relevant to your business, through our bulletins, through our podcasts, through our general library updates, through the reminder system. Activate those reminders if you can, so that you get alerts when things that you expect to be relevant to you have happened within Techlink. So we will continue to do our best to help you, but there's no real substitute for you having the discipline to put aside the time to keep up to date. And there is so much to keep up to date with. And it's not just hollow keeping up to date. I think if you keep up to date with a purpose, then it always has worked for me. It's so much easier to do it. Why am I doing this? Well, so I can. And so I can give my clients better advice, be proactive with my clients, to establish things that are relevant to them through my reading and understanding, to make myself better compared to the competition, because I've taken the time out. Just taking the time out to do the reading and know about the stuff differentiates you from many who won't. Let's face it, who won't. The human condition is generally that. It's easier not to do it than put the time in to do it. It was an ex-leader of a business called Albany Life, I think Ralph Seffel, who I heard at a conference say, the risk of not doing that is huge, not keeping up to date and learning new things. It says, because the result of that is you know more and more about less and less. And in the end, you know everything about nothing, which I don't know if it stands up to extreme scrutiny, that little quote, but it felt quite good. And you get when I heard it, and you get what was being said. So I would really strongly encourage you to put the time aside on a daily basis, one of those New Year resolutions, but make it a habit, because it won't actually sustain unless it becomes a habit, to learn something new. Definitely have a look at Techlink. There is something new in Techlink every day, and it will be to do with your business, or at least 2 or 3 of those bulletins each week will be to do with your business and to do with your clients, and you will be able to turn it into something that you can be proactive with your clients about. Back to that earlier habit, be proactive. We will help to provide you, we seek to help to provide you with proactivity fuel, basically. Your job is to take it in, turn it into something that's relevant to your clients. So that why am I bothering to do this is very strongly answered by saying to help you do more for your clients. And when you do more for your clients, they effectively do more for you. So there is a really good reason to sharpen the saw every day.